Hey, thanks for checking out this video. In this video, I'm going to be going over good faith energy and pulling the curtain back, exposing how good faith energy scaled to 25 million per year. So in this case study, I'm going to break down exactly how the CEO of Good Faith Energy went from a $40,000 loan to scaling his business to $25 million per year. What this breakdown is going to include is the website strategy and online tools that help them generate consistent leads online, the hidden ad platforms that they leverage, and even ads that they use to bring in huge Tesla solar roof installs. And if you know anything about the industry, you know those are one of the most expensive products when it comes to solar. And also, we're going to go over their really clever content strategy that builds trust in their local market and now even nationally because they're doing jobs all over and even outside of the US. And as a bonus, if you stick to the end, we're going to go over exactly how they can improve this strategy and scale even further beyond the 25 million per year. And last but not least, I'm also going to show you, if you're involved in solar or you're in a solar company, I'm going to show you exactly how you can copy this strategy and implement it in your solar or even renewable energy business. Now, quickly about my background, I started in the real estate world about 15 years ago. I know that I may not look it, but this is me as a young 19, 20, maybe even 21-year old at this real estate office here. And I was the CMO here. There's a link somewhere in my YouTube videos where you can see my background story, and so look out for that. But yeah, you in this role, what my position was the CMO, and I built all the systems that the real estate agents use to connect with homeowners. And with that, we're able to exit this company with a eight-figure exit within 6 years of being a CMO at this company. I took those skills that I learned and those systems and created my own agency specifically for real estate agents. This was back then. And at the height, we were making about $300,000 per year. And with that company, I was able to successfully exit that company as well. Now, enough about me, but what I do currently is I use those same systems to connect real estate agents with homeowners. I use them now for people in solar and home services to connect them with more potential clients so they can obviously sell more of their product. And if you want more info on what I do, there should be a link in the description going with some videos going over that stuff there. All right, now back to Good Faith Energy. Now, this is a company out of Addison, Texas, and is a full service solar contractor focusing on residential and commercial projects. They're also a Tesla Premier installer certified by Tesla, Enphase, Span, and others. They also emphasize high quality installations and customer service. Now, if you know anything about the solar industry, you know that Tesla is one of the most expensive type of products out there when it comes to solar. So they're focusing on the higher end of the market, which is very important when you see their plan unfold. Their main services are solar and backup power, EV charging, commercial solar, roofing, service, and they also do maintenance. Now you can see back in 2020, they made Inc.'s 250 most inspiring companies out of Texas, and they made it at number 10. Let's dive right into their strategy, starting off with their website. Now, their website isn't anything too fancy or crazy like that. We'll take a quick look at it. Yeah, it shows off their the jobs that they've done, reviews, and all of that stuff. But the main thing about the website here is the main objective of the website is to capture leads by providing an instant quote. This is their instant quote form. They use an interactive quote funnel to capture key information while keeping the lead engaged every step of the way. So those old traditional forms, those long ass forms, asking name, email address, what type of solar product, and all of that kind of stuff, that they don't use that at all. And those absolutely don't work. Because of this converts about 60 to 75% more leads than the traditional forms or even appointment calendars, because it provides value up front to the customer while still capturing all the key information your sales team can use to follow up later if they don't already schedule the appointment. All right, now looking at their tech stack, Good Faith Energy websites use all the major tracking platforms and analytic codes. This is Google, Facebook, Microsoft, Taboola. What that does is to track all the website calls, the traffic, and even the numbers of conversions that they're getting on their websites. And what I don't see often used is they're using TV squared, which measures the analytics for TV ads. And I'm going to go over more on this when we discuss their content, which is now. So, checking out their advertising, you can see them featured, Good Faith Energy featured on their local Good Morning television news in Texas. So they did a 8-month promo run on their local news TV network in Dallas. It's called WFAA. And what this did was build instant credibility, and it borrowed third-party validation because this channel already has the trust built within their community by inviting someone like Good Faith Energy on to speak about solar. They instantly get that same credit. They instantly steal the credibility from the news channel. Being on the news reaches a hyper local engaged audience. And I checked their stats, they have about 70% of the people that watch this morning television show are homeowners. It also positions your brand as the expert. It opens new B2B and partnership doors because, like I said, because this is in the local area, of course, there's businesses watching, and businesses even turn this on in the morning for their customers, and they get to see all of this as well. It also generates repurposable content that you can use all over social media. But most importantly, it drives local SEO and Google trust. So essentially you rank higher because all of these episodes are recorded and put onto their website, and linking to Good Faith Energy websites builds trust within Google, helping them rank higher within Google's algorithm. The next thing that they're doing as far as ads is they're heavy on Google ads. As you can see, they're running about 55 ads at a given time, and these are just some of the examples of some of the ads that they're currently running. So what Google Ads does is it gives you instant visibility for high intent searches. So if somebody like if you're to search for something or a product, the first place anybody goes is Google. And this is a very high intent search because it's the homeowner searching for that specific product, or it's you searching for that specific product, in this case, solar. So imagine someone typing in Google solar near me or solar and your website popping up at the top. They're more than likely going to click you, and that is a super high intent lead, because if a homeowner themselves goes on Google, types in solar, they're actually looking for some either information or they're looking for some kind of quote. And by setting your website properly, having that quote form on there, you're easily able to capture that lead and convert it into a deal. With Google, you only pay for results. So you only pay when somebody clicks on your ad. And with Google, you're also able to have laser focused targeting. So you could literally target a specific area, but not only that, you can target specifically homeowners interested in renewable energy, homeowners interested in renovations, anything along those lines. The targeting options are endless, and if you said it correctly, those are the only types of people when they type in anything relatively close to your service are what are the people that are going to see your advertising. All right. It's also fast and scalable. So for instance, if you're spending, let's say, $20 a day, you're getting maybe one or two leads. If you up it to $40 a day, you'll easily be getting 2 to 4 leads, right? And it also has data-driven optimization. So by optimizing your campaigns or using the data that Google provides you, you're able to get even better results. It boosts your sales pipeline literally immediately because, like I said, these are people or homeowners that are going on to Google themselves and searching for the specific service. Your website's going to pop up, and I mean, if they're searching it, they're looking, right? Now let's take a look at their Facebook ads. As far as Facebook, they're not really utilizing Facebook as their main ad channel. You can see they only have about 7 ads that I believe that they're testing, and the most recent one was as of May. So as of May 2025. So I think this is a channel that they're now starting to explore, which they should, because I'm going to go over more on how they can leverage this at the end. Now let's look at their knockout content strategy. So Good Faith Energy like literally cracked the code on content with this strategy here. If you take anything from this video, take their content strategy. As you can see, they got about 4,000 subscribers, and that's not a lot compared to people like Mr. Beast and all of that kind of stuff. But 4,000 subscribers for an energy company that sells solar, that is a lot. That means they can literally create a video at any given time and share it to 4,000 people at any given time, right? And those 4,000 people will see it, right? So YouTube is the second largest search engine after Google, and YouTube is also a Google product. YouTube or Good Faith Energy has been able to acquire 4,000 YouTube following with 180 videos. YouTube has earned the name YouTube University because that's where people go to learn and be educated on new things. And if you're creating videos, answering questions and all of that, I mean, as I'm going to show you, like they're literally killing it. So here's how Good Faith Energy has cracked the code on YouTube. Number one, it builds trust and instant authority. Homeowners feel more confident when a solar company explain things clearly. It helps position the brand as an expert in that specific region. It also warms up cold traffic. When a lead watches 1 or 2 helpful YouTube videos answering questions that they might have before talking to sales, conversion rates increase because educated buyers ask better questions and they close faster because they're more informed. So this is why content is key. It also drives long-term organic traffic as well as optimized videos can bring leads for months or even years, unlike paid ads that stop when the budget stops. You can see here there's a video that he created. This is the CEO, by the way. So he actually put a Tesla solar roof on his own property, right? So what that does, it creates an infinite loop of content. So the CEO invests in solar on their own home. He gets to document the journey and create authentic content because he literally is a user of the product. So he's no longer a salesperson. He's an actual user. If anybody is looking, like think of car reviews. If anybody's going to buy a car, they typically look it up on YouTube, watch some car reviews and things like that. Why do you think there's so many car review channels? Because people are into it. They want to know what several different reviewers think of that car before they go and make the purchase, before they even go see it. And it works the exact same way with solar. The content also builds trust and engagement, and then the content drives organic and even paid leads. So you can use like just leaving it on YouTube, you're gonna get organic traffic, or you could even run ads to it to show it to a bigger audience. And it's a never, I mean, you never have to put it on your roof again after installing it, but it's a never-ending flywheel of documenting, creating content that builds trust and engagement and driving leads. Just like with any question anybody can have, you're automatically a user of the product. You can answer it, right? So with videos, you can also, or with their YouTube, you can also explain complex topics visually. Concepts like net metering, battery storage, solar tax credit are easier to understand through visuals and storytelling. It reduces customer confusion and objections later in the sales process. So this is how you have a much more smooth sales process. And also boost SEO ranking, because embedding videos on your site improves the dwell time. People stay on your website longer, watch those videos, and it helps rank your website better or higher within Google. It also increases retargeting effectiveness. So people who watch your videos can be retargeted with YouTube or even display ads. So, or to increase conversions chances later. So essentially, you can literally target with that big following on YouTube. Anybody watches a video, you can target those people specifically and make them an offer in your ads, or on any other platform, just because their IP or their cookies have been tracked on or their pixel have been tracked on the video. So now you can retarget to those guys. And then also it helps close commercial and high ticket deals. Videos showing past installs, testimonials, and behind the scene walkthroughs help close larger B2B or even multi-site residential products or projects. Because when people are searching, like when business owners, other CMOs of businesses, when they're searching, guess where they go? They go to YouTube University to look for the premium installer in their city. And if you have a good channel and lots of videos and lots of information going over testimonials, behind the scenes, and all of that, you're more likely going to be the installer that they look at. It creates shareable content. So educational clips like how solar works in whatever state are easy to share on Facebook, LinkedIn, and even follow up or even in follow up emails to leads. So if a lead opts in, rather than sending endless texts, emails, and things like that, you can literally just send them the videos of you going over whatever it is the topic is. And if they consume the video, they're more than likely going to convert with your company, because not many companies are doing this. It also supports the sales team. So reps can send video links to answers, FAQs. It reduces time on calls and moves prospects down the funnel even faster. Now you can see here a video that they made that literally went viral with 226K views. And this happened 3 years ago. They made a video, Tesla roof versus baseball sized hail. One of their customers that they installed the solar roof on literally took a video of hail coming down. The next day, these guys went, checked it out, took more video on top of the roof and showed that there is literally no damage. And this is something, this video is something anybody that's considering a Tesla roof is going to be interested in watching. So the buyer intent in watching this video is very, very, very high. As you can see, it has gone viral, and I'm sure this video alone still brings them customers till this day. And last but not least, it also elevates your brand's perception. The average homeowner has never seen a well-produced solar video. Even simpler explainer videos give your company a modern, tech-forward, and helpful feel. Right? So that is their YouTube strategy and content strategy. So now we're going to go over how they can improve this and how you can replicate everything that they're doing in your specific market. So, number one, how they can improve this is they can build their own instant quote tool for their website instead of using their current provider. This is also going to save their company money because I'm not sure exactly how much they're paid. This is a tool that they're renting. So, by having it yourself, on building it out yourself on your website, you pretty much own it. Also, they can use more of their better performing organic videos and TV appearances in their ads like Facebook, Google, YouTube, and IG. So all their TV experience or all the TV appearances that they did, they just left it and done. What they could have done or what they should do is literally re-air it all over social media, retarget people with those videos, keeping their brand up there. That'll definitely help them gain more leads and more authority in the market. They can retarget website visitors with a specific offer on social media. As you saw, they weren't really doing much Facebook ads. What they can do is anybody that does visit their website and doesn't convert, they can retarget them with a specific offer, maybe some coupon or something off their initial cost or the cost of going solar, just to help get that lead to fill out the form and become an actual lead and even schedule an appointment. What they can also do is transition from the TV stuff, from the news channels, to local TV commercials or even community sponsorships. They're very active in their community, I'm sure of it. However, by adding community sponsorships or even local TV commercials, can help boost their brand tremendously and help them scale way past the 25 mil revenue mark. Finally, how you can copy this system. Number one, you're going to need to start with the foundation. You're going to need a well built out website that provides an interactive instant quote that gives numbers instantly while collecting all the data that you require on the back end. You're going to need to generate attention. Now, attention is the new currency. So a TV press run for like 3 to 6 months on local channels or even commercials, and then repurposing that content on all social media. You're going to need a lead generation system. So use Google Ads to capture high intent based searches and transactional keywords like how much does solar cost in specific city. Remember, Google is where the homeowner goes to type in what they're looking for. And then also you can do trust building content. So use happy person, so you can incentivize a client that you've already installed that's happy with you, incentivize them to use their system for unlimited content, just like the CEO Mo did. But with him, he put the solar on his roof himself. If you don't have solar or you're not ready to make that investment, just go to somebody that you've already installed and they're happy, and use their home and use their product as content, so you could build that flywheel. Anybody ask you anything about their product, you go to the homeowner and make them do a video for you, or you can do the video going over everything with that homeowner, right? And that's going to give you unlimited content, or put your flagship product on your own home and have unlimited content, just like Good Faith Energy. Now, if you want a more detailed video going over how you can replicate this system in a lot more detail, breaking down every step of the way, there should be a video in the description below going over everything in full detail of how you can leverage system with other components as well to make it even more flawless. So that's the end of the video. That's how Good Faith Energy has cracked the code on and is scaling their business to 25 mil per year. Feel free to use this how you choose. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll catch you in another breakdown. Before I go, feel free to comment below what other companies you want to see a breakdown of, and I'll be happy to do a full breakdown, tear down their back end, and show you exactly how they're using online to scale their business. Peace.